I'm here at Monkseaton High School and with a former pupil, Schak, who is now a famous DJ. Got over 200,000 followers, so I hear. We're here because Monkseaton High School is due to close next year, which is really sad news. Schak actually was he attended here, and we just want to find out from himself what he thought of, well, firstly about it closing, and also what Monkseaton gave to him.
Wow, where do I start? I mean, do you know, when I look at the school now, because when none of this was here, we had the old school, which the tennis courts, which are still there. That's all that's left. And I've got some great memories from here, some of the happiest memories of my life. And when I came to the school, I was in a totally different part of my life, but the teachers who were here, they really did change my life. And you know, like, I think in this day and age, the teachers today, they have a very hard job, and I can't thank my teachers enough for what they did, because they literally did change my life. And I just hope that every pupil out there can really have teachers like that, because there's some who really need it. Like, honestly, if I didn't have the teachers I had, I could have easily have ended up in prison. That's how powerful of an effect they had on me. For my whole school tenure, when I've looked back over reports, I just, you know, I messed about in school and stuff like that, and I didn't concentrate. And the common denominator in every report was always, bright kid needs to focus more, right? But as I've got older, what I was able to ascertain is that I will only apply myself to stuff I'm interested in. So when I came here, the teachers could see that. And I remember one time, me and my friend said, do you want to put a rave on in the school? Just thinking that, you know, the music teacher will just tell where to go. But he was like, yeah. And the school helped facilitate everything. And the hall, which was here, it was called Raveology, and we did a rave in here. And we had like the whole entire year. Actually, I think it was multiple years in the school, and we put a rave on. And I remember my form tutor, Miss Finesse, she was watching me, and I can remember the smile she had on her face. And when I left the school, she gave all of the pupils in her class Mr. Men books, and books that she thought represented each character, or it was closely resembled. And I'll never forget, she wrote this beautiful paragraph of mine. And I was so lucky. And do you know what the weird thing is as well? Like, I don't believe in coincidences. I think everything's supposed to happen for a reason. Mm-hmm. I applied to get into Whitley Bay High School, and they wouldn't let us in because of their catchment area. So I ended up coming here, and I'm so glad I came here instead of Whitley Bay, because the teachers were so great. And I could stand here all day and talk about what this school did for me. And I'm just really sad that it's closing.
Do you think it should remain like some sort of educational establishment?
I personally think that, you'll have to forgive me, I can't remember the correct vernacular or the acronym, but I think you've got a school facility built there, right? They should use it for special needs, for children who need enhanced learning. As you'll know, the education system has got a massive lack of resources, and it doesn't have the ability to keep up with the demand. I read a report the other day that they're knocking down Newcastle Council and building in Walker to build 1,000 capacity school, or maybe even 600 for autistic children. And I was like, thinking to myself, like, this school's made, it's done. Yeah. You don't need to spend time planning permission, building anything. It's there. Yeah. From what I remember, that can house 1,000 pupils. Yeah. So it should, in my opinion, it should be utilised for that, because, as you know, the demand is so high, and I think that would help those who really need it. And because, I mean, I don't actually have the figures offhand, but I imagine like finding specialist schools are few and far between. So I think, you know, for North Tyneside as a whole, this would be a massive asset to the community. Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks for that, because it is really sad, and obviously the council signed it off for us to close the school, but I think if we got more community involvement, we could have this as a community asset. Yeah. And those kind of things are really important. Jack.
Yeah, I think it's an invaluable asset that would be greatly appreciated. And I mean, like, what are they going to do with it? Because first of all, the amount of money that it costs to build it, what are you going to do? Knock it down? Why would you knock down a school?
20 million it cost.
But to build the school,
It cost 20 million, and it's not even 20 years old. It was building schools for the future, believe it or not, from the Labour government.
That irony. Yeah. But I do hope that they will utilise it properly, to benefit those who really need it, because education's such a gift, and it shouldn't be taken for advantage.
Well, it's obviously worked for you, Shak, and
Yeah.
thank you very much for that.
No, like I say, again, I'm a massive proponent of education, and like I say, if I didn't have the people that I needed when I did, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you. So I hope that this facility will be utilised correctly, and because we need it.
Right,
And I think everybody out there, whether you're a parent or you know someone, this facility needs to be kept.
Yeah, definitely.
If it can't be used for normalised education, then I think it should be for special needs, so they can.
Because there was a football academy as well here, wasn't
We
it?
had actually, just to add, we actually had the best academy in North Tyneside.
Yeah,
We won the cup 2 years in a row. But obviously, I left a long time ago. Don't know what it's like now. But
no. But it's exactly that. If you've got it, you should use it. You're completely right. But thanks again. That's really helpful, and obviously it gives an insight into what this school means, and that we shouldn't be losing it.
Yeah. Well, fingers crossed, something's done right with it.
All right. Thank you. Thanks,
No problem.